Hey, what's going on everyone? How are you guys doing today? It's Noon here and welcome back to Destiny 2 video. And in today's video we're going to be going over the spare rations and the best perks that you can get on this weapon. This week is spare rations week. With it coming to the reckoning and the reckoning drops just being crazy right now, people are going to be farming the spare rations like their life depends on it. So I want to make sure that you guys know exactly what you're going for, whether you're looking for the PvP god roll or you're looking for the PvE god roll. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be talking about the best perks that you can get. So without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. Okay, so the very first thing that we're going to be starting with this one is with the barrels, and there's a couple of good ones. But the ones that you should be looking for, I think, are the extended barrel, the full bore, or hammer forged rifling. And this is for Crucible, of course, because in Crucible we want to maximize our range as much as we can, even if we are hurting a couple other stats. As long as we get a big increase to our range, like with full bore, which increases our range by 15, but it does take away some stability and handling, I think it's worth it for Crucible. Since we just want the weapon to feel a lot more consistent and having a lot of range and not having to deal with damage drop off as soon, is definitely going to help the consistency on the weapon. So full bore is a good one. Extended barrel is also a good one. It gives the range, it gives the recoil direction, but it will take away some handling. Hammer forged rifle is another good one because it also gives you plus 10 range, but unlike extended barrel, it doesn't really take any handling away from you. It doesn't really take anything away from you. You just gain plus 10 range. So I would definitely recommend full bore and hammer forged rifling, with extended barrel being a nice alternative. Now for PvE, you don't really have to sacrifice a whole bunch of things just to get a bit more range, since range in PvE is not really as impactful as it is in something like Crucible, where you really want super consistency. In PvE, you can just get a little bit closer and make up the lack of range that way. So something like hammer forged rifling or small bore for PvE is pretty good, because you're still gaining range, but you're not really losing any other stats like you would with something like full bore or extended barrel. But the barrel is not something that's gonna affect your PvE hand cannon too much, so maybe just look for a better range, maybe a little bit of recoil direction, whatever you want on the hand cannon just to make it feel better for you. Now let's move on to the magazine perk, and for the Crucible, there's only one real option that stands above all the other options, and that's ricochet rounds. More range, more stability. Ricochet rounds are one of the best perks in the game, because for some reason when you're aiming down sights, they increase your range a lot more than they say they actually do. Not sure why it works that way, but it actually does work that way, and makes them one of the best range increasing perks in the game. So if you're going for a spare rations for the Crucible, you definitely want to have ricochet rounds on the thing. This is a must have for any spare rations that you want to use in the Crucible a lot. Now for PvE, things change a little bit. Sure, ricochet rounds are still a solid option, but you also got something like a pendant mag to increase your magazine size, even more because the magazine on this thing is already pretty good at 13. But if you want to increase the magazine even more, you can get something like a pendant mag. And then there's something like high caliber rounds, which is going to help you deal with enemies in PvE by making them flinch and not being able to attack you back while they're in that stun flinch animation. I don't even know what to call it, but while they're in that animation, they won't be able to attack you. So high caliber rounds can actually be a pretty good one. So depending on your playstyle, on the thing that you want to do in PvE, one of these perks is going to be the one that's going to be for you. I personally will probably still go with ricochet rounds because of the extra range, the extra stability. It's just kind of hard to beat ricochet rounds. But like I said, range is not super important in PvE, so if you want to go for some more reload speed or for more stability, more magazine size, it's all up to you really. Alright, so now let's move on to the first perk. And for the Crucible, we definitely are going to go with rapid hit. Precision hits increase stability and reload speed, so the more headshots you hit, the better the stability on the weapon's going to become, and also the reload speed. So I'm pretty sure that you know that we're going to have to go with rapid hit for both PvP and PvE. And I usually don't do both of them at the same time, but rapid hit is just head and shoulders above everything else in this column that I don't think there's even a point for me to look at the other perks. Maybe substance in the future will be able to give rapid hit a bit of competition, but as it stands right now, when they use destroys your reserves, it's not really worth it. So from the perk 1, rapid hit is definitely going to be the best one for both PvP and for PvE. You're looking for some rapid hit. Now for the second perk, Now this is where I decided to throw in all the good perks. Every single good perk is actually in here. The very first one that we're going to be talking about is Rangefinder. If you're going for the max range spare rations, which I know is what a lot of people are going to be going for, you want Rangefinder. If you get ricochet rounds, full bore, Rangefinder, and rapid hit with a range masterwork thrown in there, this thing is going to be sniping people at some ridiculous, truly ridiculous range, especially for a 150. So you want to use snipe people with your hand cannon, definitely go for Rangefinder. Especially since there's a 150 hand cannon, so having something like kill clip is not really gonna reduce the overall TTK, but it is gonna make getting that optimal TTK a little bit easier. So I don't want to say that kill clip or some of the other damage increasing perks are not good, because they are. They make getting the optimal TTK a lot better, but they're not as good as they would be on some other weapons, like the 110s, where it just straight up reduces the TTK. So if you get something like Rampage, kill clip, or multi-kill kill clip, it is still going to be good in the Crucible. I actually used one with Rampage and it feels pretty nice after getting a kill. Just being able to reach that optimal TTK without having to hit every single headshot, it makes the weapon pretty nice. So for perk 2 on our weapon, we want Rangefinder if you're all about the range, but if you want just an easier time hitting that optimal TTK, then you can go for one of the many damage increasing perks. Now moving on to PvE, all the damage increasing perks are basically what you're looking for. And you have a lot, so take your pick. You want Rampage, you want Kill Clip, you want Multi-Kill Kill Clip, or do you want Swashbuckler? Are you someone that's always in the thick of it, just punching everything? In that case, Swashbuckler may actually be pretty nice. But most of you guys are probably going to be looking for some Rampage or for some Multi-Kill Kill Clip. If you can get Multi-Kill Kill Clip, you're basically set for PvE. It is use a huge amount of damage. But Rampage, even though it's a little bit less damage, it is still a pretty good option, since you don't really have to reload the weapon to re-proc the perk. All you have to do is just keep killing ads and you're gonna keep that Rampage stack up. So definitely the top ones that you're looking for are Rampage and Multi-Kill Kill Clip. But if you get something like Kill Clip or Swashbuckler, I think you'll still be fine. As long as you get some extra damage, since extra damage is basically what we look for in PvE. Now for the Masterwork, for the Crucible one, it's gonna be pretty easy. You want a range Masterwork. We're trying to get as much range as we can out of this thing, so we definitely need that range Masterwork. Now for PvE, choosing the Masterwork is a little bit harder, just for the simple fact that we should have pretty much all our bases covered. We have great handling, we have good stability, we have good reload speed, thanks to rapid hit, giving us stability and reload speed, and we should have some pretty good range already. So there's nothing really that stands out as something that's necessary. So I actually don't think that the Masterwork for PvE matters too much. If you get some reload speed, that's nice. If you get more stability, that's so nice. Range, also nice. But there's not really one that stands out above the other ones in PvE. You can pretty much get any type of Masterwork, and this weapon will probably still be just great in PvE. Now next up, we're going to be doing something that one of you guys actually suggested that I should do in one of these previous videos, which is going to be, I'm going to show you my preferred god roll on the side right now, and just show you what I would pick. So first of all, for Crucible, we have full bore, ricochet rounds, rapid hit, Rangefinder, and a range Masterwork. And for PvE, we have Hammerforge Rifling, ricochet rounds, rapid hit, multi-kill kill clip, and an stability Masterwork. Why an stability Masterwork? Because those console struggles, yo. Those console struggles. But anyways, with that, we're gonna wrap up today's video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did, dislike if you didn't, subscribe to the channel in case you guys haven't already, and let me know in the comments below what would be your perfect god roll for your spare rations, or maybe what's a god roll that you have gotten this week already, if you have already gotten lucky. So far, I haven't really gotten lucky. I'm still getting some pretty bad rolls. Also, if you guys don't agree with the perks that I talked about in this video, and you think that I should have highlighted another perk, let me know what do you think about that perk that I didn't mention, and why do you think it's good. Because at the end of the day, this is just my opinion. These are the perks that I think are the best, but you may have a different opinion. So if you do, definitely let me know in the comments below why you think that. Anyways, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everyone. Have a good day.